How you all doing? This is Gunsmith SC, and I come to finish up that videos on how to set your bow up. It took me a while to get it, but I just got that kisser button. I'm going to show you how to install it. It's real simple. I mean, I can do it. Don't see why y'all can't do it. Go ahead and get it to stay open for you first. I need to get the Swiss Army knife out of my pocket. Give me a little bit of assistance. Yeah, what I did, I slid it on up to where the servings are smaller. Well, not the servings, but the string. Slid it up on there. It snapped down on there, and then I slid it back over top the servings. Now, the way you do this, your peep sight, you got to see through your peep sight. You got to see all your sights through your peep sight. Now, let's go see how this is. Okay, my kisser butt needs to come down a little bit. It just feels like it's high. A little bit more. But I could see through my peep at that point, but it feels like I'm too high up off the bow. I want to be closer down to the arrow. And that kisser button right there, put it in the corner of your mouth every time. That feels pretty good right there. Now, what I'm going to do, take this thing off so it don't get in the way. Take one of these, put it at the bottom, and you put one at the top so it don't move no more. Because when you shoot, that thing will go ahead and take off on you. Promise you. These are my knocking pliers. Nice. Now, since I had to muck around with it, what happened is that knock has slid off the bottom of that kisser button. When I went to clamp it, I really couldn't see it. So what I'm going to do, I put this back on. I want to check and make sure I didn't move it none, because that was in the righteous spot. Feels good to me. Now, I assure you, I do know what I'm doing. I've just been removed from it for a while. So, that's what my primary problem is. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a piece of dental floss, pull a big old piece of it off. You're not going to use it all, but you got it there just in case you really want to reinforce it better. Take it, tie it on above your peep side. Okay, that's tied up there. I'm going to go ahead and shorten it up a little bit. Now what I like to do, how I like to tie mine in, with the knot there's the knot's in between there, and I'll tie it to one side, then I'll weave it back and forth. Then I'll pull it tight and it'll close it right up. Now that's what I'm going to do now. You know, equipment does make a difference, it really does. But that PSC I got, that thing, it takes a lot of skill to use that one. And there you go. That's how you tie your peep sight and your kisser button in. And I'm going to go ahead and muck around with my arrows, make sure I got some arrows for this. I shoot telephone poles out at all of them because it's a 70-pound bow. I shoot like 21/17s no, what was that? 23/17s, I'm sorry, 23/17s. And this right here, as heavy as this is, man, I get away with shooting like a 2017 or a 1916 or 1919 or something like that. And I got a bunch of arrows out there uncut, so I'm going to go ahead and look at them and see what I got. I might have to go ahead and fletch them up, put some fletches on them, cut them down and all. And if so, there's another video for you guys. I'll show you how I do everything. And this way, if you desire to do it, or if you're getting into it, it won't go ahead and discourage you. Well, I hope I hope my videos don't discourage you. But this is Gunsmith SC, and I'll catch you on the range. Bye. Hey, how you doing again? This is Gunsmith SC. Just want to let you all know what we're doing. We're going to be sighting the bow in. I'm going to tell you how to adjust your sights and how to get you on target. Now, I only found 3 arrows for this bow. So instead of going ahead and making any up or fletching any of them up or anything, I'm just going to use these 3 arrows. Now what I'm going to do, we're at the 10-yard. I got the little arrow up there, and I got one back there for the 20 on the other side of the pine tree. We're starting out at the 10-yard range to go ahead and sight this thing in. Now hopefully we won't lose no arrows today. Okay, now when I draw my bow back, after I put my finger on the back side of the release so it don't accidentally fire and I'll lose my arrow. Fire all 3, see where you're at on target, then adjust accordingly. Don't fire one arrow and then, you chase that arrow around. Then you fire another arrow, oh man, I'm way on this side, then you go all the way over. You're going to be beating your head up against the wall. Fire all 3 arrows. Get your group, and then move your pin according to your group. And then come back and fire all 3 again. Never fire one arrow and adjust your sights to that one arrow. You could have jerked or you could have did something wrong.